Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The NMI celebrates Thanksgiving with close to 200 running, walking, helping, and surviving a trip to the tip-top of Saipan. Also tonight, a state funeral scheduled for tomorrow for the former Lieutenant Governor. And electronic customs forms spell trouble for some arriving passengers. In sports, local boat owners may have a newly named marina to start their fishing journeys from. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Tangy pickles, slivered onions, tender pork covered in our delicious barbecue sauce, and topped on a home-style bun. Behold, the McRib. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience altogether. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You push hard, you move fast, and you want real healthy food that moves with you. At the Gold's Gym Shake Cafe, your fuel is ready when you are. Packed with protein, vitamins, and real fruit, these smoothies keep you strong, satisfied, and unstoppable. Perfect for a quick on-the-go lunch, dinner, or snack. No membership required. Power your day your way at the Shake Cafe inside Gold's Gym Saipan.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton, Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license and we will even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam. Because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You're watching the Channel 2 News on November 28 from our studio on Capitol Hill. Yesterday in the NMI, it was a day of thanks, and in the afternoon, there was a lot of turkey and ham. For those trying to get a leg up on the day, it started with sunrise at the beach and a climb to the top of the island. It's one of the best annual grassroots events around, the turkey trot, or walk, or gallop.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Early morning on Thanksgiving Day, 167 runners gather for the annual turkey trot. The long-running tradition started in 1981, and I can guarantee you couldn't take selfies with your phone back then. The course started out at lower base.
We start already.
Runners then head up Saduktosi and Capitol Hill and end their trot in the parking lot at Mount Tapochao.
This is actually my second year running it. I did better than I did last year. I got 3 minutes faster. I was walking less than I did last year, and I was doing more running, and I ran up the inclines more. It felt easier, but really hard at the same time. I almost passed out around here, but it was still really fun. I'll do it again next year.
It was really hard. This is my first year doing it, so I really underestimated it. Like, I started off really strong, and then I started walking pretty early.
I got tired like first half a mile, but then I pushed it. It was nice. It was a really good experience. I would do it again.
Actually, I came with my group over here, and we were supposed to do it at the same time. I think at the bottom of Capitol Hill, my legs just burned out, and they just kept going. Luckily, these two came back though to push me. I don't know where this one went. Yeah, but all good, all good. We all finished strong.
The race announcer said there were 35 kids who signed up. One of them is 8-year-old Jace.
It was hard and long.
Hard and long? Yeah. Who are you with today?
I was with my brother who went ahead of me and my friends.
Jordan Trope is in from Guam and wins first place. His time, a smoking fast 35 minutes and 49 seconds.
This is the best thing to do Thanksgiving morning, I think. I love turkey trots, and I'm glad I found this one.
He says it's his second time in Saipan, but first time doing the turkey trot.
I just encourage people to come out and run at these things whenever they can, because this was a lot of fun. There's a lot of great people here, so there's no better way to spend Thanksgiving morning.
Tanya Tan comes in first for the women's division. She cruises up to the top in just over 39 minutes.
It is very tough because it's basically all uphill, like 4.4 miles I think on my watch, just all uphill. But today's weather was really nice. It was pretty cool in the morning, no rain. The ground was a bit wet, but yeah, no rain. And then when we got up here, it was super cloudy, so it was a bit cold, but now the sun is out, which is nice, and it's just a great way to start off Thanksgiving.
She says she's here for a quick visit to gather with family and already has her next race lined up.
So the next race I have planned is the World Cross Country Championships. That will be in Florida in January. So I got invited to that, so that's the next big one. So hopefully I could do well there too.
Turkey Trot 2025 welcomed the whole family, even the ones with fur. Denise and Krista says these events are all thanks to the organizing committees.
I love on Saipan how there's so many community athletic events for running and walking, and it's fun to see that many people come out, and we couldn't do it without the volunteers, so
yeah.
I want to thank everyone.
Absolutely, and there were all the water stops. There were different organizations that did water stops all throughout, which was really nice.
Yeah, big support.
Until next year, CNMI.
Just happy Thanksgiving to everyone that's out there watching this.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope you guys all enjoy your time with your family and always be thankful.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Same time next year.
A state funeral will be held tomorrow morning for a former lieutenant governor of the CNMI. Diego Benavente will be laid to rest tomorrow, Saturday, here in the Commonwealth at a state funeral starting at 9 a.m. at the Multipurpose Center in Susupi. All CNMI elected officials and regional leaders are invited to attend and take part in the observance. In a statement issued from the governor's office, the general public is welcome to offer their condolences during the public viewing at the Mount Carmel Cathedral at 10:30 a.m. Burial services will be at the Marpi Cemetery at 2 p.m. NMC is planning to live stream the event. Growing frustrations at the Saipan International Airport, where visitors and even some returning residents say a required customs form is causing delays and creating a poor first impression of the Marianas.
When visitors step off the plane in Saipan, they expect warm island breezes and maybe a quick walk to baggage claim, but instead some are met with confusion and a customs kiosk that can take more than 10 minutes to complete a mandatory customs form. Two of the machines are located here in the arrival hallway, a spot where most travelers walk right past without realizing what they're for. One of them has been out of service for weeks. The other sits largely unused simply because passengers don't know they're supposed to stop there. That leaves only two working kiosks tucked into a corner near baggage claim, and they quickly become a choke point for anyone who didn't complete the form on their phone. Airport staff say as many as 10 people per flight still need to use the machines, causing backups and frustration. These visitors from Japan recently brought their golf clubs, but say their Android phones kept giving them errors in Japan when they tried to fill out the forms back in Narita. They each spent about 10 minutes here at the kiosk trying to input all of the required information. And this isn't a new problem. Here's tape from 2024, Senator Jude Hofschneider trying to navigate the long list of questions on the kiosk.
Too long. It's still counting. So.
And you're a senator. For local residents and frequent travelers, the process does get easier once you set up an account, but for most tourists, they're seeing these questions for the first time. The digital form itself spans 8 pages and goes well beyond declaring items being brought into the CNMI. It asks for occupation, travel preferences, and other personal data, much of which travelers say feels intrusive and unnecessary. And with no paper forms available, visitors without smartphones or internet have no choice but to use the kiosks, which many describe as clunky and confusing. For tour groups, the delays are even worse because passengers often travel together on the same bus. One person's 10-minute struggle can hold up an entire group waiting outside to depart for their hotels. The issue came up again at a recent MVA meeting with suggestions to simplify the form, fix and relocate the kiosks, offer paper backups, and assign an airport staff member to help during peak arrivals. The intent to gather information may be good, but one recent visitor called it analysis paralysis and urged the CNMI to get back to basics. As the NMI works to rebuild arrivals, this is one problem that could grow even worse if tourism picks up steam. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
Coming up, the next snippet of State of Liberty is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. And the buddy system of the military and checking in with a fellow veteran are all rolled into one organization. More news next.
Trust between service provider and customer is important because it forms the foundation for a long-term positive relationship. Trust influences everything from customer satisfaction to loyalty to community relationships.
Customers provide feedback on the services they receive from us, and their experience is our success.
I recommend Docomo Pacific to a lot of people, especially if you game. If you're like me, who live basically around the internet, they really, Docomo does really care for those who are their customers.
Honestly, from where I work at, I'm a customer service, and customer service is big for me, and they meet our expectations.
One of the positives of being a Docomo customer is the service. For us as a restaurant, we focus a lot on customer service, and it's nice to see, Docomo doing the same thing.
It's clear that they've been working to deliver more value for local businesses like ours. When their internet works consistently, it fades into the background, and that's how it should be.
Saipan, get ready to swing. Ocean Drive Golf on Middle Road is open and bringing big fun to the island. Click this QR code and reserve your session today. Try our state-of-the-art golf simulator. See your distance, shot shape, club head speed, and more. It's everything you need to level up your game. Book simulator time for as low as $25 an hour, or rent the whole simulator for your crew and practice or play a course together. Want to really improve your swing? Book a lesson for yourself or a loved one. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7. Ocean Drive Golf above Hoffa Bean Coffee on Middle Road. Ocean Drive Golf, your best shot starts here. Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is calling on Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has the perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out the off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for NMI residents, after your ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com. Here on the remote and beautiful island of Saipan, a mysterious species gathers outside Gold's Gym. Some say they come seeking strength. Others say they heard there were protein shakes. But let's be honest, these aren't just goats. They are the goats. And even the goats know you don't become the greatest of all time by skipping leg day. And when you're done, refuel at the Shake Cafe. Coffees, smoothies, shakes, everything except goat milk. Please stop asking. Gold's Gym Saipan, be the goat. No goats were harmed for this message.
Welcome back. You're watching the Friday night edition of the Channel 2 News. The Marianas Visitors Authority Board of Directors met Wednesday morning to review the Commonwealth's tourism outlook and take action on several initiatives aimed at strengthening the industry amid serious economic woes.
The meeting opened with updates on the agency's finances. According to the fund status report, the MVA received just over $110,000 in September hotel occupancy tax revenue. Korean tourist arrivals are down 40% from a year ago.
We received 6,905 visitors from Korea and 11,533 last year.
Arrivals from Japan were less than 1/6 of those from Korea. Those numbers mean low occupancy across the board. The Hotel Association reported just a 23% average occupancy rate among their 11 member hotels for October 2025. Hanmi says, excluding the pandemic, that's the lowest rate recorded since 1992.
Because of basically the weak Korean won against the US dollar, which makes it difficult for Korean businesses to do business in a US destination.
Major focus of the meeting was tourism marketing. Beginning with the Japan market, management requested approval to shift $400,000 to MVA's Japan office. Officials say this funding is necessary to strengthen partnerships with travel agencies and rebuild visibility in a historically high-value market. The board also received a briefing on efforts to grow the Hong Kong and China markets, including the recent resumption of Hong Kong Saipan direct service. Citing strong early campaign results and guaranteed airline seat commitments, MVA requested approval to establish sole source contracts with two longtime partners, Century Tours and LT Travel, to carry out promotional campaigns totaling $450,000 over the next year. Hong Kong Airlines is expected to increase flight frequency around the middle of 2026. In infrastructure matters, the board reviewed results from the latest bidding for the Marpi tour site improvements. All 9 bids submitted either exceeded the project budget or failed to meet technical requirements. The evaluation committee recommended canceling the solicitation and re-announcing it. Tourism still is the cornerstone of the CNMI economy, and board members discussed the importance of strategic investment, especially in core markets and airline access. Upcoming events include the Hell of the Marianas, slated for next weekend. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
An organization of veterans for veterans are recognized for their continuous work giving back to the veterans of the CNMI. Project Buddy Check 670 is an organization whose mission is to connect and support the CNMI veteran community. They were established in 2023, and this week they were recognized in the legislature. A plaque is presented by Danny Aquino and TJ Manglonia.
The term buddy check originates from the U.S. Army, referring to the practice of soldiers checking in on their comrades to guarantee their safety, readiness, and well-being, an act rooted in loyalty and trust that Project Buddy Check 670 has carried forward into civilian life as a community-wide mission of care, unity, and resilience.
Project Buddy Check President Clement Bermudez.
It's an unspoken connection. No matter where you're at, you know who's a veteran. This is not to, again, segregate us from society, but it's part of the healing because the mission continues when we transition. We transition back home for a reason, because the service to our country we've done. Now we're serving our community, our islands.
Harley Eri is the organization's treasurer.
Yeah, so Project Buddy Check is basically an organization that helps veterans not only navigate through the VA system, but also just peer support. We don't know what a veteran is going to, especially when they transition back into civilian life.
Navigating and transitioning from military life to civilian life is said to be challenging for most veterans.
Speaking for myself, coming back home, just readjusting back into civilian life, it's like I lost a sense of purpose. I wasn't really sure what I really wanted to do. I was searching for that camaraderie, became a cop, and still, I guess there were issues that I still needed to fix that I didn't know that were really the underlying issues of why I couldn't, I guess reintegrate back into society.
Eddie shares that his faith and love of family helped him find his way back, and then came Project Buddy Check.
When this organization, when we started, it was something that I guess gave me a sense of purpose again. There was a mission that we needed to take care of, and that was taking care of our veterans that are here, regardless of your service, regardless of what branch you serve, but just being able to be there for them, especially reaching out to them and seeing if they're all right. It's a great opportunity.
We truly appreciate this. You just don't know how much this means to us. Okay, and it's another step in the right direction for us as we progress, and again, as we continue to help our fellow veterans, our families, and most especially our love for our community.
In a continuing series of sequences from the television pilot shot on Saipan in 2007, this is part 5 from A State of Liberty.
In these sequences, the man who in his darkest days caused harm to Li Hua's mother and to his own son reveals himself. Lee Ingwo and Ben Salas join our Dan Shore, Sean Maycock, Rabi Syed, and Jason Tarkong in State of Liberty, Looking for America.
I have a son. He was his mother's hope. She named him America. We don't see each other anymore. At all. I was a nightmare father, I was a drinker, I was violent, I was very sick. Wasn't I, Elijah?
Sick to the soul.
You're all a little sick.
No, we're not. I was truly sick. I beat my wife, separated my family, and I continuously beat my son over and over again.
Jonas doesn't drink anymore.
I began again. My son needs to learn to accept that. Li Hua, you're beautiful. You look just like your mother.
跟我来，我想要给你看一些东西。不知道会为什么喜欢这里，但我确实挺喜欢这里。这让我想起了以前许多事情。我特意为你做了一些饺子，是我妈妈以前教我的，希望你会喜欢。坐下来慢慢吃吧，我一会儿回来。
I'm sorry about your mother, 李红。
我妈妈就是因为你，所以才自杀的。
You know, if I could do life over again, I would.
Coming up in sports, a late avid fisherman may soon have a marina named after him in honor of his legacy. Stay tuned.
From sunrise to sunset, Saipan is full of adventure. On the water, in the water, and on the land. But wherever you are during the day, when the sun begins to set, there's only one place to be. Godfather's Beach Bar at Micro Beach. The place where locals and visitors come to play, make friends, and make memories. Turn the perfect Saipan day into the perfect Saipan night at Godfather's Beach Bar and bring your best lines.
I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse.
What?
Come join the family at Godfather's Beach Bar, where sunsets, laughs, and legendary nights all come together.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Marianas Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Marianas Trekking, 25 years, local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here. Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. This Christmas, give the gift that keeps on giving: health, strength, and confidence. Gold's Gym Saipan gift certificates are the perfect present for anyone on your list, friends, family, or even yourself. From memberships to personal training sessions, it's a gift that inspires a stronger, happier new year. Stop by Gold's Gym Saipan today and make this Christmas the start of someone's fitness journey.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. and every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Our local marina, which hosts fishing derbies and more, may soon get a name change to honor the late Lieutenant Governor, who was an avid waterman. Legislators have passed House Local Bill 24-29 to rename Smiling Cove Marina to Diego T. Benavente Smiling Cove Marina. The bill was authored by Representative Vincent Aldon.
The one thing I know about Uncle Diego is, the fact that he's just an avid fisherman. I've always, ever since, he was living in Susupi, I remember Diego's Fish Mart, and that's how I've always known him, as an avid fisherman, until this day, to the day, he couldn't go fishing anymore.
Representative B.J. Attel says that the cove was originally named by a group of bikers in the 60s and 70s, namely the late Frank Camacho and former floor leader Florencio de Leon Guerrero.
The bikers of the days, that was their home, their gathering space for them to hang out and have a few cold drinks and some chasers. We're not taking away the name of Smiling Cove, but we're adding Diego's name to it. As we all know, that Diego is an avid fisherman and participated in all the fishing competitions here, especially here on Saipan and launching out of Smiling Cove. So this is a great honor for Diego and his family, but also we're not forgetting that the guys of the Cove will keep the name of the Cove that they put together back in those days.
As family members in the legislature remember Diego Benavente in his passing, they seek to honor his legacy.
If he was given a choice, fishing, golfing, farming, or whatever, other than being a public service, which I know he loves to do, but if all those things that makes him, happy, unwind, and relax, I'm pretty sure that it would have been fishing, I never heard him says that he's awesome at golf, but I know that he loved to fish.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, partly cloudy with isolated showers. Chance of showers 20%. Lows around 78. Tomorrow, partly sunny with scattered showers, chance of showers 40%, highs around 87. Tonight and tomorrow, east winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow night and Sunday will be breezy, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Chance of showers 50%. Northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, lows around 78 and highs around 86. Mid-tide tonight at 8:48 p.m., a rise in tide at 12:51 a.m., and a dip in tide at 7:48 a.m., followed by high tide at 3:02 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. The sun has set at 5:44 p.m. and will rise again at 6:26 a.m. tomorrow morning. Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI. Have a wonderful weekend.